Hello guys, in this lesson you are going to learn common keyboard shortcut used in any Microsoft Office application. I'm going to use Microsoft Word as an example. The first one I want you to learn is if you will need this, is how to generate a random text in Microsoft Word. So to generate random text, you are going to enter equal to and you type rand, open and close a bracket, and type the number of paragraphs that you want. Let's say I want 4 paragraphs, and also in this paragraph I want each of my paragraphs to have 5 lines. So once you are through, you make sure that your cursor is at these points after the close bracket, then you hit the enter key and you have 4 paragraphs as you have typed. So you have 1, 2, 3 and 4, and each of these paragraphs you have 5 lines. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how to generate a random text in Microsoft Word. Now the next shortcut key I want us to look at is Control C. Now Control C is used for copying selection for copying text. Now if you want to copy the whole of this paragraph, you highlight the whole of the paragraph. Now instead of using mouse by right clicking to copy, you can use your keyboard by pressing Control C. And once you press Control C, you can come down or to any part of the document and press Control V to paste what you have copied. Now you can even move to another document to paste it. You can move to an empty document or to another document. Now to create a new document in Microsoft Word, you can press Control N. Control N will allow you to create a new document. So after creating this new document, don't forget I use Control C to copy my first paragraph. So I can now use Control V to paste what I've copied from the other paragraph, from this one right here. Now that is copying. So to copy simply means to duplicate. Now what if you want to cut, you want to move the entire paragraph, you don't want it to be in this part of your document, you want to move it, you use Control X to do that. So the first thing you do is to highlight. I'm going to highlight my first paragraph, and you use Control X. Press Control X on your keyboard, Control X. As you can see, that paragraph is no longer in that position, so you can move the paragraph anywhere. Now let's say you want to move the paragraph between this second paragraph and the third paragraph. I will put my cursor here and hit the enter key to create space or another paragraph for what I want to paste. So you use Control V to paste what you have cut. So I'm going to use Control V to paste it in this position. So I can cut as well and take to another document. So if I want to move this paragraph entirely, I'm going to use, if you right click on your mouse, you're going to see cut. So if after highlighting, you're going to use Control X to cut that particular paragraph, and you can now paste it in another document using Control V to do that. So far we've looked at Control C for copying selection, Control V for pasting selection, Control X for cutting selection. So the next one we are going to look at is Control Z. So if I go back to this document and if I mistakenly cut this part, now another one I want you to know is you can actually highlight your paragraph without your mouse. So just hold on Shift on your keyboard and use the arrow key to move. You can move to the right if you want to copy to the right, and move down if you want to copy the entire paragraph. You move down. So that is how to use your keyboard. So I'm going to do that again. Make sure that your cursor is well positioned, in front of where you want to copy. So the next thing is hold down on your shift and move to the direction you want to copy, to the right direction right now. So let's say you want to copy to the left. Make sure your cursor, let's say I want to copy from here, from this point to this point. I will put my cursor right here and hold on my shift key and start pressing the left key, as you can see right here. So you can hold down the key to make it fast. That another way is, let's say you want to copy this entire paragraph. Hold on your shift and begin to move down, and you're going to be copying each of the line till it covers the entire paragraph. So that is another way to copy. So I want to talk about Control Z. So if you highlight the whole of this paragraph and you mistakenly cut this paragraph off using Control X, and you want to return it because it was a mistake to cut it off, so you are going to use Control Z. Control Z is to undo action. So I'm going to press Control Z and it's going to bring back the paragraph that I mistakenly cut out of my document. So that is what you use Control Z to do. Okay, so now let's say you truly want to cut this paragraph and now you use Control Z to bring it back. So you can use Control Y to repeat an action. So I'm going to use Control Y. You can see Control Y, take it off. Let's say I want to cut it and I mistakenly bring back the file, then you can use Control Y. So basically, if you go at the top of your document where you have your this shortcut right here, that's this customize quick access toolbar, you have your undo here and you have your redo here. So if you put your mouse on undo, you see Control Z. So this will undo any action and this will redo any action. So you have Control Y. You have Control Y for repeat or redo. Then you have Control Z for undo. Alright, so the next is I want to talk about is Control B, which is to bold a text. Now if you want to bold, let's say I want to bold this, click insert, just highlight and click on Control B and it's going to apply bold to it. So if you want to remove the bold, you do the same thing, Control B to remove the bold. So you can bold an entire paragraph, highlight the paragraph and apply Control B to bold the entire paragraph, Control B as well to remove the bold text. Now the next one I want us to look at is Control I. Control I will help to italicize text. So if you move over here, as you can see, this is bold, so you can use Control B to do that, as you can see. Then this is to italicize your text. You can use Control I to do this. So if you click on Control I, it's going to apply it. As you can see that there's some kind of emphasis on this paragraph right now. So I'm going to click on Control I to undo that. Now the next shortcut I want us to look at is underline. So let's say this is your heading, and I'm going to bring down this part, and this is your heading. You want to underline this particular heading, you highlight, and what you can do is to go under font and click underline. So but you can use your keyboard to do that by pressing Control U. So pressing Control U will underline your text, and when you press Control U again, it takes out the underline. Now if the next one I'm going to talk about is Control Home. So if I copy the whole of this, Control C, and I come down here to paste, Control V, paste again, Control V, paste again, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Alright, so Now Control Home navigate to the beginning of the document. So if I'm at the bottom of this document and I want to go to the beginning of my document, instead of using my mouse to scroll up like this, I can just use Control Home to do that. So once you press Control Home, it's going to take you to the beginning of your document. And the other one is Control End. Control End navigate to the end of the document. So if you click on Control End, if you want to see the end of the document, Control End will take you to the end of your document. Now, the next shortcut that I want us to talk about is Control F. Control F is used for finding text. So if I press Control F, I'm going to see my finding my search box here. Like this box will allow me to search for any text within this document. So if I type video, for example, and I hit the enter key, and you're going to see that it's a light, you know, where I have that particular word in my document, as you can see right here. So to find text within your document, you can use Control F to do that, and you type the word you are looking for, and you're going to see the word highlighted right here. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is Control H to find and replace text. So if I press Control H, this find and replace box is going to show up. So now you can see replace here, find what video and replace it with. So let's say I want to replace this text video with this word media. So I'm just going to type media, and I'm going to replace all. Click on replace all. Do you want to continue searching from the beginning? All done. We made 56 replacements, and I'll close this. So I'm going to use my Control F again and look for video. Now you can see media has replaced the video. So if I look for video here now, video, and I hit the enter key. So you hit the enter key, no match, because all video has been replaced with media. So but if I search media, for example, so I get 56 words within this document that relate to media. So that is how to use find and replace. So the shortcut is Control H. The shortcut for finding text is Control F. So the next one is Control K. Control K. So Control K is used to add hyperlink to selection. So if I want to add hyperlink to this selection, I can use Control K to do that. So if I press Control K, it's going to allow me to link this selection to another document. So it could be an online document or another document within my computer. So if we go by this place in this document, and I'm going to, maybe I must have some heading to do that. So let me say existing file or web page. Let me link this to another Word file. Let me link it to this 111, and if I click OK, so you can see that this is now a link. So if I click on this document, it's going to open up this 111 document. So if you want to link a particular text or a particular section of your document to another document within your document or outside your document, you can use Control K to bring out that particular box. Now another popular shortcut key is Control P. Control P is used to print document. Now if I want to print this document, at this bottom here you see page 1 of 4, so it means I have 4 pages here. So if I want to print this document, if I press Ctrl P, it's going to bring out the print dialog box, as you can see right here. So to print a document, use Ctrl P, then you can set all of these settings, your printer that is connected to your system, the number of copies, and so on and so forth. So use Ctrl P to bring up your document. Right, the next is Ctrl S. Ctrl S is very common. In fact, you can't work within Microsoft Office environment without using Ctrl S. Ctrl S is used to save documents. So if I click on Ctrl S right now, it's going to bring up the save dialog box. I can now click on more options and save it in my computer or save it online. You save it in my OneDrive account storage. Right, so that is how you save. Ctrl S, use Ctrl S to save documents. So those are the most common shortcuts that we have in Microsoft Office. So these shortcuts can be used across Microsoft Office applications, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel. So I'm just using Microsoft Word as an example, but this shortcut key can be used across all Microsoft Office application. Now the last one I want us to look at is, if you hold on your hotkey, you can see that you have shortcut. If you look at your ribbon area, you see that you have a shortcut for most of the commands that you have. Like you have this is if I press F, it's going to work with this. This is H, this is N, this is G, P, S, M, R, W, Y for help. For search, you have Q. Alright, so if you hold on your hotkey, you have other shortcuts that you can use. In fact, you have from A to Z, and without even touching your mouse, you can actually do a lot with these shortcuts. So I'm going to hold my Alt again, and I'm going to press this time around. So let me press G. Okay, so you can see you have design. So if I go back to my home, press my G again, and press P, press my Alt P this time around. So with your hotkey, it's going to display all other available shortcut keys that you have within your Microsoft Office, and this works across all Microsoft Office applications. So if you hold on your Alt, it's going to display the different options that you have, the different shortcut options that you have within your ribbon. Alright, so that will be all for this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, I want you to like my content and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.